Hello and welcome to the Wendy's Kickoff Show as we get ready to break down everything you need to know about college football. I'm your host, Angel, and this is my good friend Jack and my good friend Lucas. Lucas, you tell me first, what do you think the game of the year is going to be?
Well, I think the game of the year is going to be Notre Dame at Clemson. I think Death Valley is a very hard place to play. With Notre Dame, I think they're going to be hot this year. A lot of people have them around the 15 range coming in. I think with Sam Hartman coming in from Wake Forest, he's going to be a big difference. But I'm wondering if he can get it done in that wild crowd of Clemson fans. My second game I'd say is also LSU at Alabama. With the veteran Jaden Daniels coming in, playing against all those Raucous fans in Tuscaloosa, with a young quarterback coming in from Alabama after Bryce Young left. It's gonna be a good game, I think.
Yep. After last year's game, LSU versus Alabama, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
So that rematch is going to be great. What about you, Jack?
Great games, Lucas. I'm looking forward to a Big Ten brawl between Michigan and Ohio State. Michigan with a dual threat quarterback in J.J. McCarthy and has the best running back core, I believe, led by Blake Corum. And if they're able to take care of business in the regular season, I could, be saying go Big Blue during the playoffs. And then also, I like USC and Oregon, a Pac-12 matchup. I believe that game will be a big quarterback throwing, high-scoring game with Caleb Williams, who was the Heisman Trophy winner at USC. He's got a great arm. And then you got Bo Nix on the other side of things at Oregon. And I think those two teams, it could be a potential Pac-12 championship. I know there's all this talk about Colorado and Deion Sanders this, Deion Sanders that, but I really think that it'll take a couple of years for the Buffaloes to be truly good. And so I like to see, a high-scoring game, hopefully, between two great quarterbacks.
Hey, let's call an audible because things been changed. I want to skip over some things so we can get to the nitty-gritty. What do you think about the teams being added to the SEC?
Yeah, and so, you got Texas and Oklahoma being added in 2024, and I just don't think they will be able to hold their own, at least in the first year of the SEC. Texas A&M, they have, Texas, they have some tough matchups. They have to go up against Michigan, Georgia, and then their good old Texas rival in Texas A&M in the 2024 regular season. And then you have Oklahoma on the other side. They've had good offense in the past, but they've struggled defensively. And I just think in their opening season, they will be welcome to the SEC with both losing seasons.
What about you?
Yeah, for the SEC, I think, Texas, I think they're going to be good this year. I don't know. I think they will be. It's going to be hard to handle jumping into the big pool with all the Sharks like Alabama, Georgia, and then LSU, maybe Ole Miss also. I think it's just going to, I think they might match up better. I think they will probably have a losing season. But with Oklahoma, like Jack said, the defense has just been really just off the, just not very good. I think Lincoln Riley really needs to figure out a defensive plan. They need a better quarterback, I would believe.
All right, get ready for hoops. I believe it won't be a huge football hub. Let's take it to the house, the Heisman house. What's your Heisman pick?
My Heisman pick, it's going to be Drake May from North Carolina. Just a lot of people are sleeping on him. He's like 6'4". He's a super fast scrambler. He can throw it on the move. He had some throws last year. The announcers were like, "Hey, that was kind of like Mahomes." He led the Tar Heels to the ACC championship last year. They ended up losing Clemson. But I don't know. I think he's going to really shine this year.
I think I know your pick, but tell us anyway.
I'm going back to back. I believe, USC, Caleb Williams has got an arm and an arm for the century. And I really like what he's done the past couple of seasons at USC. And I really think that he'll be able to thrive once again in the Pac-12.
All right. Thanks for your opinion. This was the Wendy's Kickoff Show. And I'll wrap it up. This is with Angel, Lucas, and Jack.